Okay, let me go on here so I can see it. Okay, so I can see it. $8:15. We're gonna be ready to rock and a rolling. Hey guys, if you are coming on, thank you guys for joining us. We are going to be going live at 8:15. So go ahead and tag somebody who's ever on right now. Share the live, like the live, share it, and go ahead and tag somebody. And go ahead and get your drinks and everything. We're going to be get comfortable, get your drinks. You got time to go ahead and get settled and get comfortable. Hello, Auntie. Thank you for joining. Welcome, guys. Welcome, guys. Come on in. Please share the live. Who's ever on right now, please share, like, and share. We're going to start shortly. Come on in the room. Join us. Share the live. Appreciate you guys for popping in. Happy Wednesday, my favorite day of the week. We're going to get started real soon, a couple minutes. We're going to kick it off, guys. Go ahead and get comfortable, get your drinks, go grab a quick drink, share the live, tag somebody. I got a real one on here tonight, so you ain't going to want to miss it. Tag your friends. Got a real one on here tonight. A Polk County legend.
Sitting with a Polk County legend.
Thank you guys for joining. Make sure you guys be active and comment. If you got any questions for my guest tonight, please put them in the comments. Let us know what questions you want to ask. Put them in the questions. We're going to try to get to them as well. Just engage with us as much as possible. For sure, okay? We are going to get started. So for the sake of time and for me being punctual, we are going to get started. So first of all, welcome guys. Thank you so very much for joining the Glow Factor. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Glow Factor, where the conversations are always real, raw, and unfiltered. I'm your host, Glow, and tonight we have a very interesting guest joining the show. Tonight's guest is someone who truly represents the balance of two different worlds. By profession, he's a successful pharmacist working in the world of science and medicine, but he's also a writer, producer, and music artist creating music across multiple genres. Now that's what I call the balance of art and science. Tonight we're going to talk about the journey, the stories behind some of his songs like Bend Over, When the Smoke Clears, and his latest Show Me the Baddest, the grind, marriage, and how he balances all of these different roles in life. So y'all already know how we do it. Tag somebody, share the live, and join the conversation. Please help me welcome to the Glow Factor, Slow RNG, guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
They got your back.
Clay Cut got your back.
That's it.
All right. So before we get started, first of all, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for saying yes. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. But before we get started, before we get into everything, we're gonna start from the very beginning, okay?
Yes.
So the first thing I want to do is ask you, because I know your mama didn't name you Slow RNG.
No. She didn't name me Slow RNG.
So
that's something my homeboy came up with there. Yeah.
So I'm gonna get to that later. But what is your name? Tell us, what is your name?
My name is Zedric. Yep.
So you're Zed.
I'm Zed, and I got a twin brother named Fred. And I really believe, I told my mom, I said, you had to come up with Fred first, and you couldn't think of another name. So you just put a Z in front of that and call me Zedric. Because I ain't know nobody else's name in the world named Zedric. I'm like, Z? Where does Z come from?
So it's Frederick and Zedric.
Yeah.
Who's the oldest?
I'm the oldest.
You're the oldest.
2 minutes, yeah.
Well, then Zedric came first.
I don't even, do you have to name a kid when they first come out?
I got twins.
You do?
I do, but they're not identical.
But do you name them when they first come out, though?
Well, I would normally know. See, we're like, I'm like new generation. Because like I already knew, like we already knew the names before. Like, we already knew the names before.
Right.
So when they come out, they name them, they label them Baby A and Baby B.
Oh, okay.
They like Baby A and Baby B, but I already know.
Yeah.
Because mine wasn't going to have rhyming names because their dad wanted.
Are they fraternal? If you don't mind me.
They're fraternal.
Fraternal.
They're not
boy
identical.
And girl.
No. They're two boys.
Oh, okay. Two boys, but they're fraternal.
But they're not identical.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. But they probably look alike, don't they?
Nope.
They don't? Because I've heard of fraternal twins. They say they're fraternal, but I say, y'all look identical still.
Mine's actually don't.
Oh, okay.
Mine's actually don't. And so one of them, their dad wanted the oldest one named after him.
Oh, okay.
And so I named one of them after the dad, and then I named the other one. So they don't even have no rhyming names or nothing.
Oh, okay.
But
y'all lucky. If y'all watching, y'all lucky.
Okay, cool. So I know that was an interesting life having an identical twin brother. And I know you probably got some stories about that, but we're not gonna talk about that tonight because I know y'all probably ran all kind of.
That's a whole nother.
That's a whole other show.
Yes. Yeah. I don't want my God rest in peace, my mama. But if she was alive, I don't want her to know some of that stuff.
Oh my gosh, because y'all probably afraid. Oh no, you can't fool mom though.
No, you can't fool her, but when mama arguing with daddy, you can get away with some stuff.
Okay, I know there's other siblings because I got a brother sitting over here in my glow squad over here. But how many other siblings is it?
I got 2 twin sisters too.
Really?
By my dad. Yeah, we didn't actually meet until they 2 years younger than us. So I was 14. I was a freshman in high school when I first met them.
Really?
Yeah, I was like, what the? What? Because my dad just told us to jump in the car, and we went to Lake Wells, and I was like, Daddy, where you taking us? He was like, well, don't worry about it. Just jump in the car. And we went to Lake Wells, And we got out the car, and I'm thinking he taking us to, one of his homeboy's house. He go fishing with. Then he was like, "These your sisters right here." I'm like, "Okay, all right."
What?
Apparently, my mom already knew. Your mom already be knowing stuff, but I guess they kept it away from us. But when I met them, I don't know. I was just happy to have sisters because being around boys, I grew up around all boys. The only girl that I really considered with my sister was my cousin.
Okay.
Yeah, I used to love going around her house because she was a girl. I'm like, okay, I ain't got no sisters, so I'm gonna make you like my sister. So when I found out I had twin sisters, I was like, oh, all these years, I found out I got twin sisters. Yeah.
Your daddy was doing it. What?
Yeah, exactly. Way too many.
Ooh. So it's the twin boys, the twin girls.
Mm-hmm.
We have your brother over here.
Yeah, my younger brother, mine, MBZ. Yep, and that's it.
That's it.
That's
okay.
all I know of.
That's all you. Okay.
Yeah, that's all I know.
So tell us about growing up. Where you grew up at, and all that good stuff.
I grew up in Haines City, Avenue K, right in the middle of Oakland, the heart of Oakland. They got Haines City. They call Haines City the heart of Florida.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we call Avenue K the heart of Oakland. Yep, because it's right in the middle of everything. So,
okay.
It's just growing up, typical friends. You couldn't wait for the summertime to come. Back then, it was just so much fun in Oakland because you had the rec, the pool, you had maze. You can go buy candy from Miss Viola. You can go to Ben Lee, was right down the street. I can walk to Ben Lee out to bed with my grandma for money just so I can go to Ben Lee and play the Pac-Man video game.
Okay. So what's the age range? What's your age?
I'm 50 years old. I just turned 50. I just turned 50.
Okay.
January. Yup. 50 years old, man.
Okay. So you attended the Polk County School. So you went to Haines City High School.
Yeah.
And, okay. What church did you go to?
I grew up going to New Beulah Missionary Baptist Church. Yeah, that's where my grandmother was a Sunday school teacher. So she was a teacher at Eastside Elementary, and she was a teacher also for New Beulah as a Sunday school teacher.
Okay.
So she was my hero. Yeah. Yes. Don't remind me because I used to always, how you go to school and you like, okay, you have all these teachers that you don't get along with. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, when I get to second grade, I cannot wait for my grandmother to be my teacher. Mm-hmm. She ended up retiring right after my first grade year over with. What? That was one of the saddest moments of my life. Yeah, she ended up retiring, and I was like, Grandma, why you can't stay one more year? Like, no, I know.
So just for, I don't know if everybody heard, but what's your grandmother's name?
Lena B. Peavy. Lena Peavy, yeah. Miss Peavy, yeah.
And Miss Peavy, that was Chloe's grandmother.
Yep.
Okay, all right. So how did you start singing young or in church or?
How did I start singing? My grandmother, she used to play gospel songs at home all the time, and when we rode with her in the car, it was a Christian station. She played all the time, and she kept it on those stations in the house and in the car. And when you just hearing tunes all the time, it just gets, something gives you goosebumps. Mm-hmm. You're like, whoa, I like that. So I started listening to the radio myself, and I would just lock myself in the room with the radio playing. I don't know what was before. It was something before 102 Jams. But I think it was an AM station.
It had to be AM.
It was an AM station. What was it? I think it was 1490 or something. Yeah, it was around Polk County or something like that. And they
Miss Carnegie was on something.
She was, yeah. She was, yeah. I think she was, yeah.
Okay.
And I used to listen. I go in my room, and my mom had a little radio, and I would just lay in the bed because she would make us clean up every Saturday. She would make us clean up every Saturday. So you got to clean your room before you go play with anybody. You got to make sure your room clean. So my therapy was to turn on that radio. Yeah.
Okay.
And that's when I fell in love with music. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And not just black artists. I mean, it was, of course, you had people like, the regular people like Michael Jackson and all them, but Phil Collins was like he was like one of my favorite artists too. Phil Collins that was my boy. Yeah. So, yep, it all started with the radio and church.
Radio in church.
Radio and
Okay.
church. Yep. Yeah. It was this old man. He was a deacon at New Beulah. He used to always, you know how they sang hymns?
Mm-hmm.
And he used to always say, "Oh Lordy," I couldn't wait for him to say that. Oh, look at mine. Like, "Oh Lordy," I ain't saying it deep enough. Yeah, Pastor Abraham. Yeah, I used to love Pastor Abraham. Well, I couldn't wait. That was the only. I used to want to hear him say that more than hearing the preacher.
Really?
I couldn't wait for him to say that little part in the hymn, for real.
Oh, wow. So that was a highlight of it.
Yes. Because I would mimic him my grandma would get tired of me mimicking him in the car on the way home from church.
Wow.
Yes, man.
So
Good
like
time.
doing like high school, were you in like any groups or anything? Or like when did you start like?
Nah. Another was Miss West. At Bethune. That was my introduction to actually producing, because Miss West had the band, and I used to look at Bethune band like it was FAMU. You know how you be at the parade and you see Bethune band coming down that was my highlight. All the floaters can come by, but I'm waiting on Bethune to come by.
Right.
But I'm in the third grade, second grade, first grade. By the time I got to fifth grade, I felt like I'm gonna be in the band,
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted to play drums, and I played snare drum. And it was that doom, do-do-doom, do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Yeah, and I used to love playing that, and that was my first introduction to actually producing music. I'm like, if I can do this, I can make. This ain't that hard. I can make my own beats and everything. Yeah. So shout out to Miss West, Betty West.
Okay.
Yeah. So she was another inspiration too. Yeah. And then I started getting into chorus when I got to middle school. I played in the concert band too in middle school. I never really sung in the chorus in school. It was always at home.
Okay.
In school, it was always an instrument, trumpet, trumpet and drums. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And trombone and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. It was always instruments, because I felt like I already knew how to sing from at home. Why I need to?
You don't need to do that no more.
Nah, I need to learn some instruments.
You do something different.
Exactly.
Some of you don't know how to do.
Exactly. Yeah.
Gotcha. Mm-hmm. So when you got to Haynes City High School, and was there any talent shows, anything like that you were seeing?
Yeah. It was man. I didn't do a talent show at Haynes City High School, but they used to have talent shows at the auditorium in Oakland.
Oh.
Yeah, they used to have talent shows, and I'll never forget. God bless R.I.P. my boy DJ Ilza. I came up there, and I just knew I was finna win too, boy. I knew I was gonna win. And Ilza, DJ Pooh, aka DJ Pooh, he came up there and did, what was the name of that rap song? The Humpty Dance is your chance to do the hump. And he came up there with remember the video where they had the Humpty had he was dressed up with the big long nose.
Yeah.
He came up there dressed just like him, and everybody just went crazy. So they gave him first place, and I ended up getting second place.
What?
I sung a gospel song. Everybody was cheering for me. I just knew I was gonna win. He came up there and took the whole thing with Humpty and the nose. And I used to tease him about that. I say, boy, I was supposed to win that, boy. R.I.P. Ilza, man. I love you. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. Cool. So I was going to get to, so you went to high school and everything. Then was it in a group? You're in your...
Yeah.
What was the group called?
It was called, the first group, it was called we had so many names, but we called it In Check. But the group started with, from Beulah. I forgot to mention, Lanaris Parker, my homeboy. Y'all know him as Naho, Pearl to the world.
Mm-hmm.
I call him World Peace. But I used to love to hear him sing, and his voice and my voice kind of opposite. His more like David Ruffin, rough, and mine was more it was more smooth. And so we used to always sing after church because my grandmother used to go visit. His grandma stayed right by the church, and we used to walk across the street. And I used to love because I used to ask my grandma, "Grandma, you going to visit you going to visit Lanaris's mom?" I used to think that was his mom because I didn't know at the time. I didn't know his mom. His mom was incarcerated at the time, and I thought that was his mom. I said, "You going to visit Lanaris's mom?" And I used to beg her, and me and my brother, and so she would go over there and she would sit in the living room, and we would be in the back room with Lanaris, and we would be singing, and it was just, I don't know, it just did something to me. Singing with him was, because I was so quiet, and my brother was smarter than me. I didn't know where I fitted in the community. I knew I wasn't gonna be no, I knew I wasn't gonna be no guy hanging out down the street all the time because my mom wasn't gonna let me do that. I wasn't the smartest guy in the world because my brother was in my twin brother was in gifted programs like Alpha and all that kind of stuff. I was in regular classes with everybody else.
Oh.
So I'm like, where I fit in there? So then when I found Lanaris, I'm like, this is where I fit in at. And he was one of the ones that gave me courage to get on that talent show at Oakland.
Okay.
Yeah, at Oakland Auditorium. And because he was so out, he was always like that from a kid. He wasn't shy at all, and I was a shy one. So when I got around him, it was like something
ignited in you.
Yeah. I'm like, okay, I can do this. Yeah. So it was called In Check, and it started with me, my brother, and Lanaris Parker, Pearl to the World. Yep. And we started singing in Beulah Baptist. And we started in the choir, and then they ended up having us do solos and singles outside of the choir in the church. Yeah.
Okay.
And we used to love doing that. Yeah. And then my mother actually sort of became our manager.
Okay.
And she would have Lanaris come to our house, and we had what was it called, mine? The garage area, and we would just practice in the garage because the garage had I want to call it reverb, but you know how you go in a room and you can hear the echo? And so when you sing, you can hear the echo. So it sounded like he was in the studio because the reverb was bouncing off the walls. So all of us used to love singing in that garage because you heard the echo bouncing off the walls. It was like an extra person singing with you. Oh. And then we learned how to do harmony. And when we learned how to do harmony, that was when like Boys to Men and all that stuff. Harmony was a big thing back then, a cappella singing. Right. When Boys to Men came out, what was the name of the song? How do I say goodbye? Yeah, exactly.
Yesterday. Yeah.
They don't do that no more, but that was a big thing back then. A group singing a cappella and stuff. So when we learned how to do that at a younger age, we were like, man, we killing this. Yeah, we singing a cappella. Okay, we can write songs too then. Okay. And it just started festering. Yeah, it just started festering. It did.
How far did you guys get? Like,
man, man. We was practicing, my mom was grooming us, and there was a story. I think we got all the way, it was in my 11th grade year. I was working at McDonald's. And I still got the scar from when the burger pan hit my hand at McDonald's. I was making $3.15.
Ooh, that was big money.
I know. It was enough for me to buy a Tommy Hilfiger at the end of the week.
Okay.
And then so I was like, but I didn't care because I had my passion for singing was so big. So I think Lanaris's uncle he knew the manager of, what is it called in Orlando? The Marriott World Center.
World Center, yeah.
and they had I don't want to call it a festival, but it was like a music industry sort of, it was like a meeting.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't know what it was, but Lenars kept telling us, hey man, my uncle, he got us set up. He knows the guy who runs the Marriott World Center. I'm like, okay, let's go. We were old enough to drive. By that time, you're in 11th grade, you're old enough to drive.
Mm-hmm.
At least I had, my restricts or something, but we old enough to drive. And so we drove up there. It was me. By that time, Lenoris's brother had joined the group. That was Antoine Lomax.
Mm-hmm.
Shaw. And so when he joined the group, we all rode up there and we saw Janet Jackson walk through the door.
Mm-hmm.
We saw, man, I can't think of his name, but we walked into a room and we were just singing in the hallway.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the bouncers or one of the security guys, he heard us singing in the hallway and he opened the door. He was like, man, I hear y'all singing, man, come here. And we walked to the door. Luther Vandross on stage.
Mm.
He was like, man, I want to introduce y'all to Luther Vandross. By the time we start walking to the stage, Luther Vandross, he told the security guy, get those mother MFing kids out of this place. When he said, get those mother, I don't want to curse because I know I don't know who watching. My auntie might be watching, I don't know. But he said, get those damn kids out of this place. And you know how you see somebody on TV, you have a certain perspective of them. Like they so nice when they on the talk shows,
right,
on the late night shows and stuff. They interview.
Showing his butt.
I'm talking about. And so I was just crushed.
I know you were.
I ain't even like Luther no more after that. I ain't like Luther no more after that. I'm like, I don't want to listen to you on the radio. Every time this song came on the radio, I told her, I said, I gotta go. I gotta listen to something else. Cause I'm like, what? We didn't even get a chance to sing for you. But the security guy, he heard us singing in the hallway and actually told us to come sing for him.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and I didn't even know if the security guy got in trouble because he took a risk even doing that.
Yeah.
So after that, after that we went back into the hallway. And then we saw what his name? Jeffrey Osborne. We saw him. He was like, son, y'all sound good. Keep it going. And I think actually when the manager of the hotel, he took us into the conference room and it was a bunch of tables in the conference room. This in Orlando.
Mm-hmm.
And I found out they have this every year, but they have it in different places. They have it in Las Vegas. They have it in New York. This year, they just happened to have it in Orlando. And Warner Brothers Records, he brought us to the table with Warner Brothers Records, and we sung for them. They told us, we don't want to hear nothing else. We're going to get back with you.
What y'all song?
We sung Boys to Men.
Uh-huh.
How Do I Say Goodbye?
Okay.
Acapella.
Okay.
Because we didn't have any music.
Mm-hmm.
So we knew we had to sing something that didn't require music. And they were like, we don't want to hear nothing else. Guess who else was there?
Who?
H-Town.
H-Town?
The group.
Okay.
The group H-Town was there. And we didn't know who they were either. They were from Texas. And so it was like maybe a week later, or it was like within that week, we got a call saying that they want to sign us.
Uh-huh.
They wanted to sign us. They were going to sign us and H-Town.
Uh-huh.
And what broke my heart was my dad. When you're under 18, your parents have to sign the contract. They have to be co-signers for you to go to the record label.
Because you're underage.
Yeah. And I didn't know that, but my dad, for some odd reason, which I don't know to this day, I love him, but I had a grudge against that for a long time. He actually turned down the contract. And I just went in the room and I cried. I think I cried for a whole hour straight or something like that.
What?
Lenars went home and cried. Yeah. We were just so heartbroken. All I could think about was, I do not want to go back to McDonald's. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, I do not want to go back to McDonald's after this, man. And so that's when I made my mind up. I think that week later, I made my mind up was that the fact that that's it for me. I got to do this myself. And I had to get my grades together. And I knew I wasn't going to work at McDonald's. Led me to actually go get my grades together and decide what major I wanted to choose. Yeah. And I knew I wanted it. I didn't want to be I didn't want to be a pharmacist because I had a passion for it. I just knew I had to choose something to invest in my passion.
And your passion is?
My real passion was music. And I had made up my mind that I was going to invest in my music, but I needed something that was going to pay well enough. My grandmother was my hero, but I knew that being a school teacher, which I have much respect for school teachers, I just knew it wasn't enough to fuel my first plan, my first love.
So your first love is music, and so what you did was you was like, let me figure out what I can major in, and what I can make a career out of. That'll make me the kind of money that I need.
I think.
Plan A.
Yeah, my aunt told me, she was a pharmacist. I didn't know how much she made, and she was like, I said, how much do pharmacists make? But I think back then they were making like 80,000 or something like that. And back then that was
a lot of money.
A lot of money. Yeah. You know, in like 90, 92, 91, $80,000 was a lot of money. 70,000, all that was a lot of money. So I'm like, okay, this is what I'm gonna do. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I'm gonna do this. And I think the next year I enrolled in like other classes, like honors classes, so that it can make my resume look good. And I ended up getting accepted to FAMU, and that changed my life. Yeah. It changed my life. FAMU, it changed my life. Yep.
So we're going to move on to FAMU. But before we move on to FAMU, I want you to get into the Global and get a question out of there.
Okay.
Because speaking of FAMU, that's up next.
Yeah. Shout out to H-Town too, man. Hey, we didn't make it with y'all, but they went on to do some great things, man.
H-Town was just in town.
I know, man.
Not long ago.
Every time I see them and hear them, and God bless Dino, who passed away. But every time I hear them, I think about that moment in Orlando.
That's handwritten, so if you need me to translate,
yeah,
let me know.
What's the secret to keeping the spark alive in a marriage? Wow. The secret to keeping the spark alive in a marriage is marriage is a two-way street. A woman needs to feel protected in every aspect of life. So that means financially, security, and emotionally. A man more simple. A man just need to get his testosterone to calm down a little bit, whether that's in the bedroom. And so if you get married, if you're a woman out there, if you get married, don't be stingy, okay, with your husband, because we can't help it. God gave us testosterone, and it rises, and you need to get you need to please your man. Basically, I can't.
That's the answer to the question.
Yeah, that's the answer to the question. That's the answer to a woman got to please it. You got, but hey, what the Bible say about a woman succumb to your husband, right? And a man needs to basically protect.
Give me that paper.
Protect his wife. So when he asks for it, you need to give it to him. Don't say no to him. Don't say no to him. Men are easy to keep. Believe me, men are easy to keep.
Let me get to college at FAMU. FAMU. What made you choose FAMU?
Oh man, FAMU. The band.
Oh yeah.
Because dealing with Miss West, I think she went to FAMU. My grandmother went to FAMU too.
Really?
She got her education degree at FAMU. And I just knew a lot of people from Oakland area that just went to FAMU. Ernest Wormley, Fat Daddy, he was already there.
Okay.
Who else? Lil Bob Hope.
Oh.
He was already, the one. He was already there. actually, so it was like a Brad, I think Brad Tarver, the principal at
High school, Haines City
Haines City
High.
High School. He was already there. I already knew these people, so I'm like, okay, what better place to go? Plus, I grew up in a black neighborhood. I don't feel nothing against white people, but I want to stick. I want to stay with my
You want to be with
culture.
your people.
I want to be with my people. Because when you live in a black neighborhood, which a lot of kids don't get to experience right now, you don't feel like the minority.
Mm-hmm.
You feel like the majority.
Right.
So I still wanted that majority feeling at FAMU.
Okay.
Because when you go to a predominantly white university or PWI, I know you probably can't use certain words, but when you go to a PWI,
predominantly white institution.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
You are not the majority. You're the minority.
Yeah.
So you kind of feel like trying to fit in.
Mm-hmm.
At FAM, you ain't got to fit in. You at home.
You already in.
Yeah, you at home at FAM, shoot. Plus, I got people from Polk County up there. And one thing I love about FAMU, everybody repping their set. Miami repping their set. Jacksonville repping their set. Duval. You got even Orlando, Jones High, they repping their stuff. Tampa. But when it came to Polk County, I think when we got there, we really made Polk County a big name in Tallahassee. Now, Dwan, y'all did y'all thing, but when we got there, it just turned up it's just turned up for real. We started taking over organizations and everything. Shout out to Ernest 102, Fat Daddy. I went into the bookstore. I can tell the story now, but I didn't have no money when I went to FAM.
Uh-huh.
And I tell kids this, don't worry about money, just get there. God gonna bless you with somebody. I slept in front of the financial aid building for 2 nights. I didn't have no money, and I was going to class, and I knew if I didn't get money to pay for the next semester, they were gonna kick me out of school. I slept in front of the financial aid building for 2 nights. This lady came. Her name was Miss Williams, and she said, "Boy, I've been seeing you here because the line used to be so long. You have to get there so early to get financial aid." So she saw me in front of the building. She walked past me the first 2 nights. I think the third, I call it nights because it was like 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning. It was still nighttime. And I'm just sitting like a bum on the street in front of the door by the financial aid building. She was like, "Boy, this is my third day. Ain't nobody helped you?" I said, "What you here for?" I said, "I need some money." Fat Daddy helped me out because he was working at the bookstore, and he actually he wasn't supposed to do it, but I picked out all my books. And he was like, he put them in a bag. He said, "Boy, just go. It's taking too long, go." And I left with all my books. And pharmacy books are real expensive because they real thick books. And I think one book might have cost $250 or something like that. So he was helping me, and Polk County was like real sticking together. He gave me my books for free, but I couldn't pay for class for free. That's one thing you can't pay for. So the lady came in, she saw me sitting there. She said, "You determined." I guess she thought I was determined because she saw me sitting on the ground, sleeping in front of the building until the door opens, and she took me to her desk, and she was like, "What your grades look like?" Because before we talk about money, what your grades look like? And I had kept my grades up above, like close to a 4.0. And she actually found a grant to help me that I received, and I got a $5,000 grant each semester for the next 4 years, along with a loan. And that lady, she saved me and helped me stay in school. That's why I tell kids, don't even worry about it. Don't make money your excuse. I didn't have no money when I left. I didn't have the best education. I wasn't in the honors classes or anything like that. It's guys on the street right now. I don't want to call their name out, but they were smarter than me. So you don't compare yourself to anybody. If you don't say if, but you need to go to school, especially us. I know you have a passion, but school needs to be, to me, everybody's plan B, because when you go to school, I think people look at it as if you're working for, I don't want to work for the YT man, whatever. I don't know if I can say, I don't want to work for the YT man. But actually, I need kids to understand, when you go to school, you go to college, you're actually not working for nobody. You're working for yourself. You actually working for yourself because you actually a subcontractor. Because say you, like right now, I got a license, or even a school teacher. Say you work for somebody and you get laid off, right? When you get laid off, you have a certificate that you can take somewhere else, and you're not going to fall below that pay grade. But say I worked at Walmart pharmacy before, and I worked around people who work their way all the way from being a cashier to assistant manager, store manager, and all that kind of stuff. But when the layoff comes, if you're a store manager or assistant store manager or lead or anything, when the layoff comes, you're not like that person who has a certificate or a degree. You actually have to fall all the way back down to maybe being a cashier before you can climb back up to that position again.
Start over.
Yeah. So that's what I tell people. That's the benefit of going to getting an education at a college or a university, is the fact that you're only going to fall so far. Even if you get laid off, you're only going to fall to a certain level. So it's actually a great investment, So, and if you have a passion for something, you can invest in yourself. You don't have to wait on somebody else to invest in you. So
okay,
yeah,
cool.
Yeah, but yeah, school was a great thing. Yeah.
Tell me about Kappas.
Oh, when I went to film my, what was it? My sophomore year, I pledged a pharmacy fraternity. It was called Kappa Psi. That was the first fraternity I pledged. And after that, I pledged the next year in the fall. The whole pharmacy building voted me in as class president. And when I became class president, I actually, I brought a whole nother line in for the pharmacy fraternity. So then it was a guy, he was older than me. He had just pledged Kappa Alpha Psi, but that's the Newts. That's Kappa Alpha Psi fraternity. He was in the pharmacy building. He lives in Orlando right now too. Shout out to my dog Dante. But he was like, man, you was class president. You were over the line for the pharmacy fraternity. Why don't you join the social fraternity? It's a bigger organization. I never thought about it before. But back then, it was pledging going on. Now, I don't think they're still doing it as much back then. But back then, I used to tell the guys on the street, y'all think y'all gangsters, you pledge on the line back then, you get your behind toe up. My tailbone got broken when I was pledging. Yeah, it was like it was. I don't even want to tell you the stories about pledging, but that's a whole another story. Watch the stories online. But I pledged. I think I was pledged. I pledged for, it lasted for 6 or 7 weeks of pledging, and that's like no sleep, going to class, starving yourself, getting your behind beat, toe up with a paddle and a cane. It wasn't even a paddle. We had canes because the campus have canes. So they just hitting you. And one night, I think and so they just hitting you. So I'm like, okay. I was getting ready to give up pledging because I'm like, when is this going to be over with? Because I had started failing one of my classes. When is this going to be over with? I'm sacrificing my college career pledging Kappa. And I went to, which now is my wife, her apartment, and I didn't go that particular night, one particular night. And one of the older brothers, he used to always say positive stuff to me. He knew my wife and her twin brother. My wife's a twin too, yeah. So, but she has a twin brother, and he knew where I was, so he called her twin brother and brought him in the and brought her twin brother into the room where I was laying in the bed, and I got on the phone with him. He was like, "Zed, where you at?" I'm like, "Man, I can't do this no more." And he was like, "Man, just leave. Listen, I'm not supposed to tell you this, but the last day is the next couple of days. All you need to do is come back for the next couple of days, and you're gonna cross the line." So I said, okay, I trusted him, and I went back, and I was also the songbird because each line has a songbird. So I was the one that sings. So when we came out on the set, the next couple of days, I was the one that singing while we marched all the way to the set at FAMU. That's the middle of the whole campus where everybody used to hang out. It was like 11th Street almost, like, you know. So everybody used to hang out, and we crossed the line. And the next year, they voted me in as president.
Well, look at
And then
you.
I brought my my brother in. I brought my twin brother in the next year. Yeah, so I was spring 97 and he was spring 98.
Did he have to go through all what you went through?
Yeah, he went through the same thing. And but after that, it turned into something real beautiful because they were already doing an event called the Luau. And it was smaller then. So it was me, my brother. I had a frat brother named Omar. And it was another brother. He was a senior. He was an older brother. He pledged the year before me in 96. His name was Seniors, Robert Seniors. And he already had like, we used to do parties and stuff, but it was parties in like little cafes, parties and stuff, you know. But he had a sense of doing concerts. Like he had staging. He knew how to do staging. And he taught us about contracting with, you know, people who had land. We did a contract with Budweiser, where you can, you know, you pay for your ticket. They had spigots. They had a Budweiser truck where when you pay for your ticket, we put a lei around you like you at Hawaii, like you in Hawaii, and we give you a cup that said luau, like one of those big 7-Eleven cups, and you just drink beer all day at the luau.
You just go fill up at the
You
spigot.
just fill up at the spigot
on the truck.
Yeah, you just fill up at the spigot. So it just made the atmosphere like everybody was having a good time. And that first year, I think they were just coming out. It was Trick Daddy and Trina. They were new artists. They were just known in Florida. They weren't like big national artists. And it just turned out to be a huge success. The next year, we had Trick Daddy and Trina again, but I think we had other people come. I think Outkast came, and not Master P, but Cash and Money Records, Lil Wayne, them came. Mystical. It was just a whole. I can't even name how many people came.
Right, but good name.
But all these people were just kind of starting out. And so I was learning the music business then. So now I'm learning the music business. I'm like, I sing, but this is like where the money at. So I'm like, I kind of veered away from trying to be an artist. Now I'm like, I could get into, because I saw Master P. That's right after Tupac died. Master P with No Limit and all them, and that's when the whole independent thing was popular with Cash Money and all them. I'm like, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna come out of school making 6 figures. I got enough money. The way they tell their story, I got enough money to start my own record company when I go back home.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? And plus, I still had contacts with Ted Lucas, Slip and Slide Records, Trina, Trick Daddy, and all them. You know, we was all still keeping in contact, connected and everything. Another story before his name was T-Pain, that was Fahim. He was with a group called Nappy Heads. And they performed at the Luau as a local group. They were from Tallahassee. And I knew his dad. His dad used to, Polk County had my cousin Terrence Brooks and Otis Forson. God bless the dead Otis Forson. They had a car wash right at the end of the street where FAMU was. And his dad, T-Pain dad, used to hang down there. And they used to hang at Keyboy. Y'all know Keyboy. Keyboy them had a tape shop too in Tallahassee. And Fahim, which is T-Pain, he used to actually work at the tape shop.
Wow.
And he used to be there too. And that his dad was, but I knew his dad more because T-Pain was younger than us. But his dad was like one of the OGs in the city. You know? So we used to talk to him all the time. We kept in good contact, and he asked me, he say, man, I want to get my son and his group on the show. So we had them on the show. That was their first time kind of performing in front of a big audience. And my second letdown, the next year, BET used to do Spring Bling. I don't know if y'all remember. BET used
Spring Bling,
they used to
yeah.
have Spring Bling on TV every year. So, you know, you want to see yourself on TV, you go to Daytona that year, you know. And they were actually going to cancel Spring Bling and give us the contract
For Kapalua. Uh-huh.
And the guy who owned the land, he ended up getting arrested and going, it was an old man named Sheffield. He ended up getting arrested and going to federal prison. And he lost his land and everything to the federal government, and we didn't have the land no more.
Oh, wow.
What?
That was my second letdown, big letdown. It was a contract with BET. And I could not believe it. And I was asking God, I was like, Lord, what is going on? What's going on? This is crazy. What's going on, BET? You know, this when Tigger and all 106 apart was kind of getting started and everything. I'm like, oh, help me. I hate even thinking about this because it just kind of make my stomach hurt a little bit. But anyway, I ended up graduating. I say, let me get my degree. I graduated and I came.
Lord, let me go get this degree.
Yeah, let me get my degree. I need to get some money now. And before I graduated, I moved to Miami and I stayed down there for a year. And I lived in Pembroke Pines. There's a place called Pembroke Pines down there. And right next to Miramar and all that. It's North Miami, basically. And and back then, you know, they had Rolex and all that kind of stuff. And so I started mingling with, I started learning, you know, DJs. I already knew DJs in Tallahassee, but I started meeting more DJs in Miami. I'm like, Miami is its own little place. You know, when I lived down there, that's a whole nother place. So I'm like, I started mingling with the DJs and started meeting people. And I'm like, man, okay, I already know what I'm finna do when I get back to Polk County. I wasn't even thinking about doing a record company then. I was just thinking about promoting. I'm like, okay, I'm finna get back to Polk County and we finna start promoting. And of course, me, Pearl, and my brother, we was traveling to different places still recording, but my main focus was to start to be a CEO of my own company. And I had a friend named Damian Harris. He was from Haines City. And Damian Harris, Mug, that was his name. And he graduated from Florida State in business. And he taught me how to open up an LLC. He told me the difference between a corporation, LLC, and how to save money on my taxes, which was very important because I was making a lot of money in pharmacy, but they would take a lot of money from you, from the federal government. So he was like, man, they're taking a lot of money from you. This is a way for you to save a lot of money through opening up an LLC.
Okay.
So I learned how to open up an LLC, write-offs. I was buying, because I was buying a lot of equipment. I bought a van back then. I don't know if y'all remember, Clay Cut had a van. We had it wrapped up with the music in it.
Yeah.
And I actually was the first promoter, to tell you the truth, not, and I ain't dissing no promoters in Polk County, but I was the first promoter in Polk County, and I'm going to claim that.
Okay.
I was the first promoter. I'm talking about the one who actually promoting a spot that they didn't own and turning it up. We did the bank downtown Haines City. I'm just going to name the ones I can remember. The bank downtown Haines City. We called that the Cut. I remember that because that was before we started calling the record company Clay Cut. We called that the Cut because we found out Haines City's original name was Clay Cut. So we called that the Cut. And then after that, they lost the building. Eugene Anglin and them, they lost the building. And then we ended up going to other clubs. We did Emerson's, a club called Emerson's in Lakeland. But before Emerson's, it was a bar, and we did on Highway 27 up there by that little plaza. It's like a little square plaza up there before you get on I-4. It's a bar in the corner to the left by that little Western
the little Western
store and all that.
There,
it's a little bar. We did. Yeah, it's still back there. We actually brought the nappy heads. We had T-Pain and his dad.
Can you know?
I'm gonna show you the picture.
What?
He was at the studio. He was at the studio in Clay Cut, and but he wasn't T-Pain then. He was Fahim.
Fahim.
Yeah, he was Fahim. his dad named Shahid, and we had them come down, and we had what's his name, who beefing with 50 Cent right now? T.I. We had T.I. and the Nappy Heads come down, and they were on the baseball field. Not the baseball field, but he was on the field. Exactly. The downtown football field in Haines City.
Okay.
Yeah. Right there by the park. The only reason I didn't continue doing field events like that because Haines City made us pay for 25 police. We paid more for the police than we did the artists. They forced us to do that, and I didn't. And I was like, why y'all making us get 25 police? Why y'all making us get 25? I didn't understand that. I did not understand why they made us get 25 police. So y'all paid more
for the police than you did the artists.
And each police officer, they made us pay them like $25 an hour. Oh my God. So you can imagine. And a lot of people didn't come because, you're dealing with guys, dope boys and all this kind of stuff. You're dealing with them and they don't feel safe. It's
surrounded by police.
Exactly. And that was my frat brother, Corey Tuma. He wasn't in promoting then. That was his first event promoting.
Oh, okay, Corey Tuma, Lakeland.
Yeah, that was his first event doing it with me.
Okay.
And he asked me, can he be a part of it? And I said, yeah, because I was already doing it.
Yeah.
And that was his first event.
So y'all
That's how he got in. That's how he got into it. Yeah.
Okay.
And when he got into it, he kept going, and I let it go. I let that stuff go after a while, and I started focusing mainly on record company. Mm-hmm. And that's when I had artists like Tia Nutter, Big Dre, Sanchez. He locked up right now. Nug. It was a lot of artists. My brother was the artist, Freezy. He was a producer then too. And what happened was I invested a lot of money in studio equipment, and not to say nothing bad about anybody, but when people get a song and people start knowing your song in your area, you start feeling like maybe I can do this by myself. Mm-hmm. So I had invested all that money, and then Dre had left me. And I didn't have nobody no more. Sanchez didn't leave me, but they ended up going to prison. Mm-hmm. Lil Herb, I forgot her last name, but Tony, he went to prison too. He was a great rapper, and he ended up going to prison. That broke my heart. And we didn't have any more rappers. We didn't have no more rappers, and I ended up working with but to back up, I ended up working with it was a lot of people. Karen Streeter, her daughter
Amber.
Yeah. And it was a lot of people. That's another moment. I hate to even bring that up. But I'm just gonna say it. Yeah, she the way she got signed. A lot of people don't know this. Was my frat brother Skeeter in Orlando. They had a show at Dr. Phillips High School, and Marcus Houston, B2K, remember the group B2K?
Yeah.
Chris Stokes was the owner of the group. He was the owner of the label. And my frat brother Skeeter, he had them showcased at Dr. Phillips High School in Orlando. It was a big show. Because back then there was 106 in Park, and a lot of high school students was in on that kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. So Karen was trying to get her daughter on the show. And she knew that was my frat brother, but she was calling him. I didn't know she was calling him. Uh-huh. But he would never answer the phone for her.
Right.
He would never answer the phone for her. So she ended up calling me. I think I was half asleep one night. She ended up calling me. She was like breathing hard and everything. She's like, Zedric, listen, I've been trying to call your frat brother, but he will not answer the phone. I said, Karen, just calm down. No, I need to get my daughter on this show. I said, Karen, just calm down. Don't worry about it. She said, call him. She said, can you please call him and let him know I've been trying to call him. I said, you don't even have to get off the phone. I called him on the three-way. And I called Skeeter and I said, Skeeter, listen, man, I got somebody who's been trying to call you, man. He said, I know. And I said, you know? He said, yeah, man. She texted me too. And I said, listen, I know her. She from Haines City, man. Listen, I need you to do me a favor. I need you to get her daughter on the show. He said, I got my own group on the show. I can't let nobody on the show. That's why I'm not answering the phone. So I said, can you do me a favor? Can you make some room for her? Because we all in this together. And can you make some room for her daughter? She was young then. Emma was like in high school, I think, still then. So can you make some room? Because I knew Karen from JJ, from Eugene and all them at the cut, you know. So I said, you know, I'm thinking we all in this together. So I told Skeet, I said, just take your group off the show this one time, because we were promoters, all of us, Pat Nix. I don't know if you heard of Pat Nix on them, but we were promoters back then. You know, I was saying, take your group off the show. We're gonna end up doing another show. And even if she gets signed or do whatever, we all together. I grew up with these people. They're not gonna turn their back on me.
No.
So to make a long story short, he ended up letting her get on the show. He took his group off the show. Put her on the show for me. And the next day, I'm asleep again. I'm off of work, you know. My phone ringing. It's him calling. And I say, what's up, man? He said, Zed, what's going on? I said, oh, calm down. I'm saying the same thing to him that I was saying to Karen.
The night before.
Yeah, I say, calm down. What's going on? He say, man, your girl, what's going on, man? She ain't answering the phone. He's saying the same thing. And I said, hold on, man. Listen, man. So I tell him the same thing. I say, stay on the phone. I'm going to call Karen. And I'm going to use this word, allegedly. So, because you know how people, all this kind of stuff, they be trying to, I don't know. The devil busy, you know. But she wouldn't answer the phone.
She wouldn't answer the phone for you.
She wouldn't answer the phone for me. She would not answer the phone for me. My heart started beating fast. Like, this can't be happening. You know how you go through so many things? I'm like, this can't be happening. So he stopped talking to me because he thought I was in cahoots with
what?
My frat brother hadn't talked to me to this day.
What?
Yeah. He hadn't talked to me to this day. And he thought I was in cahoots with her. And I told him I'm not in cahoots with nobody. She not answering the phone for me either. And I told him, I said, listen, don't worry about it. I'm going to Haines City because my studio in Haines City, I'm going to end up seeing her and talking to her. So I think I saw JJ because she wouldn't answer the phone for me. And I saw JJ and I said, JJ, man, can you please talk to Karen for me, please? Because I'm trying, my frat brother say her daughter got signed that night. And we trying to figure out what's going on. She wouldn't. JJ got back with me and said, man, I told her what you said, but she ain't say nothing. She ain't say nothing. Yeah. And I never said nothing. I prayed about it and I never said nothing. A week later, I was in front of my mom's house and my dad was barbecuing and Karen rolled up and she said something like, keep my name out your mouth and don't ever, don't put me or my daughter's name, my family name in your mouth again. And I was like, what? I was just trying to get in touch with you. I don't know. All I told JD was to tell you to call me.
Slow.
All I wanted you to do was call me. You got a record deal with Chris Stolz. I think they were with Priority Records or Job Records or some big company did that. I'm like, we all doing this together.
As you thought.
As I thought. And then she never, after that, after she cussed me out, she just, she rode off. I think she had a white Mercedes Benz or something back then. And she rode off and I never heard from her again. Never heard from her again.
What?
And I just kept going with my record company, and that one the last one. And then then T-Pain, we were cool. He ended up getting signed, but me and Fahim cool. If I see Fahim today, we still cool. I know he had a lot going on, but I found out DJ Secret told me he got signed. And because we were at Emerson's when we were promoting the club Emerson's, and DJ Secret played Sprung. I think Future was a new artist and T-Pain was a new artist. And I asked Secret, I said, who is that? Because I liked the song. It was Sprung. He was like, man, that's Fahim. Yeah. Secret say Secret say that's Fahim. I say Fahim. He said yeah, but his name T-Pain now. I said what? So I went home the next day and I called Fahim. I said, man, why you ain't tell me you got signed, man? He say twin. He called me twin. He say twin. Don't worry, man. Just call me the next day.
Oh my God.
He said, call me the next day. Don't worry about it. We're gonna set up a conference call the next day. And I called him the next day. But don't get me wrong, he was going through a lot too because he was battling this groove. I ended up calling his dad too. And his dad was telling me him and his son they had something going on too. But I just left that alone. I left that alone too. Yeah, I left that alone too. And I just kept going. And so I went back to and then I ended up, all this before I became a solo artist. This before Way Too Many, Bend Over, this before When the Smoke Clear, this before all that.
Okay.
And so I ended up meeting the bass player for Akon. He heard me singing or something. I told him, no, he came to the pharmacy. He filled a prescription. And I said, yeah, I do music too. He was like, you do music? He said, yeah. His name was Corey. And he ended up saying, come to my apartment. Man, we finna produce some music. I'm the bass player for Akon. So I'm like, okay, thank you, God. This is another opportunity. This is like the fourth one, right? We do a whole album. He produced all the beats, and I wrote all the songs. The plan was for him to give the album to Akon, because Akon don't write. He don't write up. Everybody writes stuff for Akon.
Okay, he's not a writer.
Nah, he's not really a writer unless he started doing it after that or something. But back then he wasn't writing. People was writing for him. I think even T-Pain was writing stuff for him back then. So the plan was for us to present it to him, and we was going to start our own production company in the industry. Because the whole thing back then was to get in the industry. It's not like right now where everything is social media, you know. Mm-hmm. So he took that whole album, and I found out that he ended up presenting the album as him being the artist.
What?
He presented the whole album as him being the artist, and Akon told him, I like the album, but I don't like your voice. And I should have known something was up because he wouldn't let me sing on the song. He would just let me write the song, and he would sing himself. He couldn't sing, but he would put auto-tune on his on his voice. Yeah. And then he ended up after that happened, he ended up getting mad with Akon, and he ended up going to prison for something. And then he called me when he got out of prison, like maybe a couple years ago. Was like, Zed, I'm out of prison, man. We back doing this again. I'm like,
man, please.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, what? Are you serious? Are you serious, dog?
If you don't get off my phone.
And so I went back to the studio, and I told my brother, I said, what we gonna do, man? I said, people done stabbed us in the back. They done left us.
That's me. I'm sorry.
I said, what we gonna do?
Hold on. Well, I'm trying to get I'm so sorry.
Oh.
Go ahead. Let me turn
Technical
it down.
difficulties. So I asked my brother, I said, what we gonna do? My brother said, what do you mean? What? He said, what do you mean what we gonna do? You got to be the artist. That's what he said. He said, what do you mean? You got to be the artist. Because all I was thinking back then was to either be a producer or executive producer, CEO, like a Master P, Birdman, No Diddy, you know, but I want to be the CEO of the record company.
Right.
He was like, nah, man, you got to be CEO and you got to be the artist. Right. So then we came up with the song called Way Too Many.
Way Too Many.
And we ended up giving it to, we ended up passing out CDs back then, and it just like took off.
It took off.
It just took off. Like, it went crazy, 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 crazy. We started getting paid shows. It wasn't the money we wanted, but it was something. It was at least some money
coming in.
Yeah, from all the money. Because I think I had spent $100,000 on other people. I was $100,000 of my own money, not, you know, spending trying to help other people. And I was like, thank God this is coming back. And then after that, my brother decided that, you know, he wanted to do podcasting. So I respected his decision after maybe, it was like after 4 years of being on the road. We did Bend Over. We were just going crazy doing shows. It kept climbing. It kept climbing. Then he decided out of nowhere, because he was on FAMU's radio station. He always had a passion for broadcasting and radio and all that. So he started his own podcast, which is called No Captivity.
Okay.
And Freezy on No Captivity. And so that led me now by myself producing, writing, recording, mixing, mastering. But I knew that in order for me to make it with social media right now, I had to pick something, because rapping right now, everybody want to be a rapper. And my music was so close to rap, because they would book me with rappers. Like Way Too Many and all that. They would always book me with rappers. And the crowd right now is, you know, I don't mind doing the show. You give me some money, I'm going to do it. But when I saw, when COVID hit and King George and Trucker and Tucker and all them start blowing up, I'm like, hold on now. This is an avenue of music that it's been out there with, you know, Johnny Taylor and all them, you know, but this like kind of resurfacing to a whole nother level. Right. And it's an avenue where white people don't have a control of it. White people control other genres of music. They control rap. They control R&B, rock, pop. They control every genre of music except Southern Soul. So I'm like, if I want to be a CEO and still be independent, this is the perfect avenue to get into, because nobody in Florida doing it. Everybody who doing it either in South Carolina, Mississippi, Alabama. I think Texas got a few people. And Florida ain't really
got nothing going on
with Southern Soul, but they having trail rides in Florida. They bringing people, like I think my boy Tim Grant brought 803 to Lake Eva.
I was up in the video. I got a story to tell you about that later on. But yeah.
And so I met 803. He brought Tony Armani, and so I'm like, man, these guys doing it, man. You know, why can't I? I can get into Southern Soul and really take off, and I ain't got to worry about, you know, a big corporation getting in the way, because these guys really doing it by themselves. They selling out. I think they did a show at they had a show recently at UCF's gymnasium or something. It was a big sold out show with King George and all of them.
Okay.
Yeah, so they selling out arena type stuff.
They're doing a lot of
by themselves, without no major record fairgrounds, and they sold out with no major corporation help.
And then what's the other dude? The comedian E. Realist. It's not he is out there.
You get what I'm saying? So I said, let me start producing because I almost finished the whole RNG. That was my music called RNG music. I switched it from R&B to RNG. That's my own lane with Way Too Many and Bend Over and all that. When the smoke clears, I call it RNG music. So I was almost at the end of finishing that album, my second album, and I still have it. I'm gonna release it, but I just put a stop. The Lord told me to put a stop on this and start making Southern Soul beats and music. And because another thing was, CJ Seeker was like, this is a good avenue for you to get into because you produce. Say King George doesn't produce. 803, he don't produce. I think he going through something with the producer for Boots on the Ground
right now.
Yeah, where they going through some kind of litigation thing or thing. And Tucker, I know he a DJ, but I don't think he produced, like actually make the beats and stuff.
Make the beats, because you do everything.
I do everything, like Kelly, like R. Kelly. So I do everything. So I'm like, I might be the first one to get, if I get to the point where I blow up in it, I could be known as somebody who actually produces and writes performs, and now
So you just getting it all
if I meet those people, I can produce for them
for them
too.
too.
So now that's the avenue I'm in. I'm up to like maybe 5 songs, and no, I'm up to 6 songs, and
But we don't know about the one, right?
yeah,
Right now.
I had 3 songs, and my daughter when my brother left, my daughter who she graduated from Florida State University. She already knew how to do digital editing, record editing, and all that kind of stuff. So I brought her into the studio and I say, hey, let's try you recording me because my brother used to record me.
Mm-hmm.
I said, let's try you recording me instead of me running back and forth to the computer and to the microphone. I was like sweating in the studio trying to record myself. So she recorded me, and my brother, he was in the kitchen, and it was a song I just released called "Show Me the Baddest." And my brother came in. He was like, "You did that?" He said, "You did that beat?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Man, I got to tell you, man. I was in the studio and I heard y'all recording this song. That's a good song. It gave me goosebumps. And anytime my brother say a song give him goosebumps, I know it's a good song."
Mm-hmm.
So he say, "Man, you need to put that song out, man. Whatever you doing with this Southern Soul, you got a gift for it." That's what my twin brother told me. He said, "You got a gift for it." And DJ Secret told me the same thing. He said, "You got a gift for this, man. You need to keep going with it."
So that's Fred that told you that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I had let Secret hear it next. And then I let my homeboy Paralyzed. I gotta give Paralyzed. He's my road manager, Quentin Jasper. A lot of people know him as Quentin Jasper. Tap in. And he heard it too. And he plays instruments too. He plays drums for Church of Christ, I think.
Okay.
And he heard it too, and he was like, "Yeah, you need to do this." And then I got one cousin named Buck. He always got something negative to say. I be teasing him all the time. When he said he liked it, yeah. When my cousin Buck, Terry Brook, when he said Candy Brother, yeah. When he said he liked it, I already knew it was good. Yeah, for him to say he liked it, I was like, okay, we got something now. So now I'm producing it. I mean, I'm promoting it. I got a campaign for it, and I'm getting ready to come out with a Southern Soul, at least an EP, if not an album. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah. So I've been through a lot of ups and downs, but I'm here to tell you that no matter what you go through, man, as long as you keep going, something else is gonna open up for you. Yeah, it's gonna open up for you. And I love Southern Soul because there's no age to it. I can be 80 years old still doing Southern Soul.
The music don't expire.
It don't expire. That's why I love Southern Soul. I can be 90 years old in a wheelchair, just say, young fella, pass me the microphone, and 90 years old with the wheelchair. One of my favorite artists that I went to go see in concert was Frankie Beverly.
He did it a long time.
Man, I saw him. They had a festival. Do they still have Jazz in the Garden?
And they just had it last week. Last weekend.
In Miami?
Yeah.
Okay. I went down there with my wife, and that was my first time going to Jazz in the Garden. And that was my first time seeing Frankie Beverly and Maze.
Okay.
When I saw him perform, it changed my life. That was another thing that changed my life. I'm like, this man is like 70-something, 80 years old. And you had young people. I think Keith Sweat was there, Jodeci. But when he came on stage, it was like Michael Jackson was on stage.
The crowd would go crazy. I don't see him several
times. He didn't even have to sing the songs.
Play the music.
All he had to do was have the band play the music. That's and it. Everybody in the crowd singing every word.
White on, honey.
He got that white on.
That's it. That's it.
You see me with that white on?
Yeah.
On that way too many mic drop.
Yeah.
That's where I get it from.
Oh yeah. He had that white on. That's it.
I get it from him. I get it from Frankie Beverly, man. Shout out to Frankie Beverly, man. He had that white on,
Rest in peace,
and that was his signature. That little white V-neck T-shirt or the white T-shirt and some white jeans.
The white jeans,
and that was it. I just put a little polo on mine. I like polo and Nautica. So, but yeah, man. So I feel like that genre of music is never gonna expire. It's never gonna expire, man. And music to me is like one of those things where, and I tell people this who get in it, because some people get into music just to like a lotto ticket. They just looking at it like some people who get into online, they get online thinking they just gonna go viral overnight.
Mm-hmm.
And I be trying to tell people, you can't get into something thinking it's a scratch off ticket or it's a lotto ticket.
Right.
You got to get into it. You got to get into it thinking that I have a plan, whether it takes the next 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, that I'm going to be successful. Because, and I learned that from going to college. Mm-hmm. So if you get into something, don't get discouraged because it doesn't happen overnight.
Instant.
Yeah. Don't get discouraged because it doesn't happen overnight. Keep going with it. If it's truly your passion, because some people, it's not their passion. They're just doing it for attention.
People don't know what their passion or purpose or anything is.
They're just getting into something, trying stuff out.
Chasing after the money. They're
chasing after money. And, the Bible says the love of money is the root of all evil. And I think that's really what it truly means. I really think when you get into something, it needs to be something that you have a passion for, because you don't know how long it's going to take for you to make it. Mm-hmm. And music is my passion. I didn't know I thought I was going to be famous at 15, 16 years old. Mm-hmm. when Luther Vandross cussed us out.
Marriott Royal.
Right. When Luther Vandross cussed us out, I thought we were going to be famous back then. But I'm still here trying. And only thing I would tell people is make your passion plan A, and make your financial decision plan B. Don't make your passion your financial decision, because your passion might not pay off immediately. Mm-hmm. So make your plan B your immediate financial decision.
And where did you get that from? Because that's so responsible. Like, seriously, like, who does that? Like, who really says, you know what? I really want to be an artist. But what I really need to do is get a career that can help me finance this. Who does that? Like, nobody does that.
And to me, it was, I don't know.
They just want to get out here and they just start doing the music career.
Because they don't have a plan with it,
But nobody really said, like, that's.
They don't have a plan with it. I think having a plan for something is, they want a handout. Or like I said, they treat it like a scratch off ticket. You know how you go to every week. You got that uncle that he play like my brother played the numbers too. You go play your numbers, and this the week I'm gonna be rich. This the week I'm gonna be rich.
This week I'm gonna hit.
This the week I'm gonna hit. I'm gonna hit. I'm gonna play the lotto. Back then they just had lotto. Now they got what, Mega Millions.
They got all kind of stuff.
They got everything
too much going on.
So that's how a lot of people treat whatever they supposed to be their talent or their passion, they treat it like a lotto ticket. And when you treat it like a lotto ticket, you're going to find yourself in a state of depression, because it might not work out how you want it to work out. And then you might find yourself 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10 years from now still in the same position. And now you're depressed because now you're feeling like, I done wasted all this time. I ain't made no money. And then when you don't make no money, all kind of stuff happen. You might be married, get a divorce. You might, you got kids that you had to take care of. You neglected your kids for this. And that's another thing I wasn't going to do. I knew I was going to have kids. Mm-hmm. Because I wanted my kids to live a better childhood than I did. So I knew I was going to have kids. I knew I was going to get married. I didn't want them to suffer for my passion. So I said, in order for me to not let them suffer, I got to have a plan B to take care of them. So I pay for their college tuition. I pay for everything they need, school. Like I said, my daughter, she just graduated from Florida State University. I just spent $7,000 for like video equipment for her major. So I told her, I say, listen, y'all are blessed. When I jumped off the porch at 18 years old, and I didn't have a dime when I went to FAMU. My dad said, son, I love you, but you got to do it by yourself. I ain't got no money for you, whatever. Which, that was another reason why I didn't understand why he turned down the record deal, because I'm like, you ain't even got no money for me. Why you turn down a record deal? So when I went to fam, I ain't have nothing. I tell everybody I didn't have nothing. My daughter, when I be telling her this story, she always say, "Daddy, we know you done said this like 1,000 times. You didn't have any money. Okay, we know." You know how kids is. Yeah. They don't really value when they came. I'm like, I'll tell you, I ain't have no money. You don't understand because Daddy paying for everything for you. Right. You don't get it. Your mouth. This is another story. We stayed in the dorm room, and Nia Allen's, Alvin Jefferson, he came up there. All of them, he came up. He wasn't even in school. He just came in to stay in the dorm room. My brother. A lot of people did that. Yeah, they just came to stay in the dorm room. Just came to hang out. But in order for us to get money, this is no lie. We created a gambling hall. We had the middle floor in the dorm room on the second floor, and we were known as the Polk County room. Uh-huh. We created a gambling room because it was a lot of black people there that had rich parents. They had parents who were well off. We were like, man, we finna get some of y'all bragging. We finna get some of that money. We finna get some of that money. Man, we had craps and we had dice in this corner. Trust and believe what y'all got from Polk County. Y'all know how to. Yeah. Before that lady helped me out, I was still getting money now. Before that lady helped me out in the financial aid building, we was getting money because whether we won or not, we was collecting money from the house. From the house, right? Yeah. So everybody, we would go to the cafeteria and everybody would say, "Man, we coming. Well, I'm coming. I just got my net check today, man. I'm coming to your room today." I'm like, "How much you got, man? How much you got, man? I just got $3,000 there." "Okay, go on, bring $3,000 over." So we will have crap going on in this corner. My brother will be the house man for that section. I will be over here for the poker section, and we have spades going in over here. We had like 3-4 sections going on with gambling. We had 3, and I'm trying to study. Biology while this going on. You know what I'm saying? And watch the money, man. You cheat, man. Hold on now. You can't pick up the dice. Come on now. That kind of stuff. Yeah. So we had a whole gambling hall going on in the dorm room trying to get money to pay for college. So I tell people, man, it's a saying that we had in our fraternity. It say, excuses are the tools of the incompetent, and those who use them seldom accomplish anything. Mm-hmm. So I look at excuses as the devil. Anytime an excuse comes in my mind, I say, devil, flee. Sometimes you get up in the morning, you don't even want to do, I don't even want to do music because I'm so tired from working in the pharmacy. Mm-hmm. But the keyboard right there. So sometimes I just want to lay in the bed and I say, I don't want to do nothing today. Mm-hmm. I have to make myself say, that's an excuse. You got to get up. If you're going to work for them white people, you need to work for yourself too now. Mm-hmm. So I have to get up, make myself get out of bed and go on, produce. Wow. Yeah. So don't use excuses, man. Whatever you need to do, just do it. Put a plan with whatever you need to do. And finance, the Bible, my grandmother always said, the love of money is the root of all evil. But the Bible also says, money answereth all things too. So you don't have to love money, but you still need money for your plan. You need money. You need money for your plan. So that's another reason I went to school, because I knew that Bible verse said money answers all things. But you don't want to have confusion in your plan, and you don't want to have people around you that cause confusion or chaos. You want to have like-minded people around you, because you can be confused by yourself. Exactly. You can be confused by yourself. So you want to have like-minded. So my circle ain't that big. Mm-hmm. Secret, that's my homeboy forever. My brothers, my family, close cousins, and my frat brothers, my line brothers, but other than that, I don't really. But even my line brothers and stuff, and friends who I'm close with, they not really, you know how it is. You got your podcast. Even your friends, you can't expect them to promote your podcast all the time. Right. And you can't. I used to get disappointed. I'm like, I used to see my friends liking somebody else's page because I just got into social media like a year and a half ago. And when I didn't understand it. I didn't understand algorithms. I didn't understand, likes and the different pages and why this person going viral and why I can't go viral.
You can't go viral.
And so I used to see my friends liking somebody else's page. I'm like, I got my thing here. Why they ain't liking my page?
Why they ain't liking your page?
But now I understand. Friendship ain't based on what somebody can do for you.
I'm so glad you're talking about this.
Yeah. Friendship ain't based on what somebody can do for you.
Because me and my friends have talked about this, like literally.
Yeah.
Because my friendships are not based on social media.
Yeah.
It seems like nowadays,
yeah,
friendships are based on if you like my stuff on Facebook. Yeah. And if you don't like my stuff on Facebook, you're not my friend.
That's and
you understand what I'm saying?
You know what?
My friendships has nothing to do with. My friendships go beyond social media.
Exactly.
It has nothing to do with social media. Yes. Honestly, it's more valuable than social media.
It is.
So if you and I don't really know if you're liking it or not because I'm really not into it like that, which I probably should be because I'm on it all the time now.
Yeah, exactly.
But but it's like
they be nosy.
But I can't say, okay, I'm gonna be mad at my friend if you don't like my stuff.
Yeah. Because
we have such a more valuable friendship. I need to know that you're gonna be there when I need to call you in the middle of the night when I'm going through.
Exactly.
You understand what I'm saying? When I'm having issues, are you gonna be there for me? When my family member passed away, you're gonna be there for me. Exactly. I don't give a damn if you like my stuff or share my stuff on Facebook.
Shouldn't.
I care less.
You shouldn't because
I care less.
Let me tell you, you shouldn't because to me, social media, when I start to understand it, it's the devil's playground. Yeah. You know why I say it's the devil's playground? Because if you look at what goes viral in social media, see, you and I, we're not really into confusion. You're a very respectable woman, and I watch your shows and you're a very respectable person. So you're not really here to cause confusion. You're here to just let somebody tell the story and you're not here to cause some kind of bash people or talk bad about people. Now you're going to be successful. It's like, you ever heard the story in the Bible? The race is not given to the swift, but to the one who endures to the end. Mm-hmm. We're the ones who are going to do it to the end. The people who trying to be swift with it are the people who causing confusion. If you look at social media, what people are doing anything for likes, it's either conspiracy, confusion, chaos, or I hate to use the word, I don't even know if I can say it, but sex.
She said sexual.
Sexual stuff. Yeah.
You can say sexual.
Right, okay.
I'm almost scared to play some of your music in a little bit. You want to say sexual.
Exactly. I'm a performer, but me personally, I'm going to remain, because I got kids. Mm-hmm. When I put stuff on social media, I know my kids on social media. I'm not trying to let them see me out of character like that. Yeah. Now, my sons love my songs. Like they're saying bend over and everything, but they know that's a song. It's a song. Yeah. Me acting a certain way on social media, being somebody who trying to be somebody I'm not. Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna do that. Okay. Nah, I'm not gonna do that. If I do anything on social media, I'm gonna say something positive for you to uplift yourself, or I'm gonna say something about my music to promote. Mm-hmm. My music. But all that other stuff, they can have all that. Nah, they can have all that. That's why I go to work every day. My little timekeeper over here is saying that we're going over. We are gonna go over a tad bit tonight. So just hang in here with us if you guys can. Yeah. I mean, I'm cutting it short because I ain't talked about Holly. Nothing I want to. So I got to bring you back. I gotta bring you back because first of all, I'm gonna tell you what I ain't talked about. Yeah. That we're gonna have to talk about. I haven't talked about like marriage. I love relationships. I love having relationship questions. Parenting, faith, relationship in God. Yeah. We didn't get into that.
So, we're gonna I'm gonna have you back. There's some different things that I want to talk about, but I want to play some of your stuff.
Yeah.
I
I
want to
wish
play.
we could do the line dance together.
I don't know how to do
I
it. I
know.
don't know how to
We'll
do
do
it.
it the next
But
time.
you might have to show me a few steps. It's cool because I'm gonna play it.
That's the name of the song too.
Show me the baddest. I do think I'm bad now.
Yes, you better think you bad.
I think I'm bad now. But we are gonna. But before I'm getting set up for the music, I want you to take two questions out of you.
Yeah. Okay.
So you can ask some questions.
Okay.
And we're gonna play some of the music. Now some of these songs now is 15 years ago, so they're a little what they is, but I'm gonna play them. I like them.
Okay, I'm glad you like it.
What this one say?
This one says, "What's the biggest threat to relationships today? Social media, lack of communication, or outside attention?"
So let me see. Let me read it to everybody. What's the biggest threat to relationships today? Social media, lack of communication, or outside attention? What you think?
Outside attention. When you say outside attention, what do you mean by that?
I guess outside people, or like
people who
relationships on the outside.
On the outside, nosy people, basically.
Yeah.
Okay. I won't say nosy people, but I'm gonna say lack of communication.
I would too.
I'm gonna say lack of communication because when you in a relationship, it ain't really about nobody else but the two of you. I heard T-Pain. He said something on the interview. When you are in a relationship, sometimes people threshold get to the point where you just kind of say, "I'm done with it," and sometimes, not really sometimes, but God don't want us to dissolve relationships. He wants us to keep relationships. That's why He gave His Son for forgiveness. If He can forgive, we can forgive. So the thing about relationships, I believe, I'm gonna put it in the short term. If you got a house, right? Say both of us stand in a house, we in a relationship. One of the lights go out. This is something T-Pain said, and I respected it. Say one of the lights go out in the house, and we are in the dark, in this room. We're not going to sell the house because the light went out.
Right.
We're going to fix the light. That's all you got to do, just fix the light, and that's what communication is, a light. So sometimes in a relationship, we stop communicating and we feel like we're in the dark. But somebody got to screw that light bulb back on. But sometimes we have too much pride to take the first step to screw the light bulb back on.
Sometimes it's so simple as just screwing the light bulb.
Just screw the light bulb back on. That's it.
I ain't doing it.
Yeah, Yeah, me personally, I want to be the one to resolve it. I can be stubborn too. But that's if my wife don't give me what I want. I need to get what I need. We already talked about that. But the thing about it is, when we get past that pride, I think every relationship can be solved. Pride ruins everything. And not just relationship, but in the Black community, period. It's just, we got too much. We need to be humble to the point where we kind of let little stuff go. We can fix it and then keep going. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If your car breaks down, sometimes you ain't got enough money to buy a brand new car. You got to fix. You got to fix up under the motor for it to keep going. Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? And so I believe that. That's my theory.
Gotcha. Did you pull out two or one?
I think I pulled out one. Yeah, let me pull out another one. Right. Let's see. These some interesting questions here, man. Can someone chase a dream without a supportive partner? I'm doing it right now.
What?
When I say let me say it right now. Because when I look at when I say supportive, now I have people that support me emotionally. You get what I'm saying? Because when I look at support, I look at emotionally and financially. If now my wife supports me emotionally, my homeboy Paralyzed, he supports me emotionally. Secret, all of them support me emotionally. But a lot of people, when they think of support, they think of finances.
Mm-mm. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. A lot of people think of finances. Like you hear a lot of discussions on social media about, this person ain't give me this money. They hating on me. They don't want to support me financially. You don't want to wait on nobody financially to support you. And if somebody doesn't want to support you emotionally, that's your relationship with God. So I believe your support really is supposed to come from the Father in heaven. Everything else is secondary. Keep God first. God said, I'm a jealous God. So if you keep God first, I think everything gonna eventually is gonna work its way out. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's my answer to that. Yeah. Can someone chase a dream without a supportive partner? Yes, you can, because all you really need is your Father in heaven.
Okay.
What the Bible, what it say? Through all things, what? Say, yeah, that's it. Through all things, trust God.
Okay.
And you can do all things through Christ
That
strengthens me. There you go.
Okay.
That's a real saying. Yep.
Cool.
Yep.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So let me see, there's anything that I wanted to ask before.
I want to tell Pope County this too. Listen.
Go ahead.
I'm the first Southern Soul artist. I'm the first Southern Soul artist in Polk County, not just Polk County, Central Florida, all the way down to Miami, up to up to Tallahassee, Jacksonville. Listen, man, that's producing and writing and performing, doing all three. Okay, so if you listening, man, support me. I'm as far as Southern Soul music, you ain't gonna be disappointed, and I'm gonna be in this for a long time. So if you wanna see some progress, you need to get on now, cause the train. What King George? That's what King George say. Keep on rolling. Yeah, the train gonna keep on rolling, man. There you go. Yeah.
Most of the songs I got actually on YouTube, but it's two songs that I really like that is not on YouTube.
Okay.
So I got them hooked up to my speaker, but I'm gonna do the first one is the Show Me.
Yeah.
That's what you're talking about, the Seven Soul. So we're gonna pull that up first. Let me turn the music up here.
And everybody think they the baddest. Hey. But one thing I do know, you can't be the baddest sitting down. Oh no, RNG. Let's go. Say you baddest.
Okay.
In this club, girl. You better show me, girl. Show me.
Hey.
Say you baddest.
Hey.
In this club, girl. You better show me, girl. Show me. But just for me, pretty girls all around.
This is Show Me, guys.
All I want is brown. It's like a video, DJ playing my song. I see so many girls, everybody here is grown. I gotta see who gonna be up on me tonight, girl. I wanna be a better see this if it's alright, girl. She wanna tease, looking at me with a beautiful eye. I got me a bottle, drinking on yak, getting ready to have a really good time, girl. You're the baddest in this club, girl. You better show me, girl. Show me. Say you the baddest thing stepping in this club, girlfriend. You better show me, girl. Show me. She asked me what's my name, baby, they call me so. Started to grab my head, pulling me on the floor. Ready to prove she got the moves, it's time to get lower. Learn to move, she looking so cute, she's turning me on. Feeling the groove, messing with you, so pull me up, girl. I'm in the mood, so come on and do, it's time to re-up, girl. Many of dudes looking at you, and they want to flex. Baby girl, ain't no time to rest. Are you ready to show me you're the best? Girl, you're the baddest in this club. You better show me, girl. Show me. Girl, you the baddest thing. Stepping in this club, girlfriend. You better show me, girl, show me. To the left, to the step, to the left, to the step, to the right. To the right, girl.
Okay.
To the front, to the front, to the back. Back it up, girl. To the left, to the step, to the left, to the step, to the right, girl. To the front, to the front, to the back. Back it up, girl. You the baddest.
So y'all know I got to go learn to dance now, right? Learn to dance.
Yeah. Oh no, I'm good. This good. And when you learn to dance, we're gonna post your dance.
Give me a couple days then.
Just tag me in it.
I'm gonna tag you in the dance.
Yeah, there you
That's
go.
what I'm gonna do.
You and Mel, y'all doing it together.
I'm gonna tag you in the dance. I'm gonna tag you in dance. Now, let me tell you something. I'm gonna play a song now. I've been singing this song wrong for 15 years.
Oh, really?
I've been singing it wrong.
Oh, okay.
And let me find it. Okay, this is the one. I've been singing.
Okay.
And I know I'm not the only one that's been singing it wrong.
Okay.
I've been singing it wrong up until the last couple months.
Okay.
So up until 2 months ago, I thought I was.
Which part you were singing it wrong? The hook?
The chorus.
I want to hear what you were singing wrong. Yeah.
So first of all, before I play the song, I even played it for some of my cousins this weekend. I say,
right.
Tell me what y'all hear.
Right.
Just tell me what y'all hear, because this is I don't hear. And so I was singing it, right? And they was like, "What is you saying?" I'm like, "What you mean?" I'm singing the song. So first of all, go ahead and tell me what the chorus is. What is the verse?
The song, it goes, bend over right in front of me. And do it while you touch your knees.
Perfect.
Touch your knees.
Touch your knees.
So when you bend, you know how girls, that's what girls do.
Bend over in front of me. Bend over
and while they bending over, they touching their what?
And do it while you touch your knees.
Yeah. So when you touch your knees, what the girls they stable, right? They holding their balance a little bit. So
I didn't hear none of that.
Right.
So this is okay. Now listen, guys.
You're the first one that said that though.
So you probably know what I'm going to say, but I thought I was hearing, right? And so, okay, guys, for y'all, sensitive ears,
right?
Okay, bleep, bleep, bleep. I'm gonna be cussing a little bit because some of these songs gonna have a little cussing in them, just so you're aware. But we gonna play them anyway because songs is what it is.
Exactly.
I was saying, I'm just saying what I was saying. I was killing it.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now bend over and fuck me. And do it while you're touching me. That's what I was singing for 15 years.
Hey, that alcohol might make you sing that though.
I was singing for 15 years. Here you go. Hey. This is what
Hey, there's been a lot of babies made on this song. Hey.
Hey.
Now this song ain't gonna never get old.
No. Everybody know this song.
Yeah. This song came out when the Juke era came. Yeah. With Kaya, Templetoni, Stizzo, Tom G. Yeah.
I was so hurt.
Yeah.
When I realized, then I went back, I put the earbuds in my ear.
Right.
I could clearly hear what was being said. I'm like, I don't even like it now. I don't even really like it.
Well, hey, that's your version.
It don't have an effect.
She's singing your version.
I'm a damn because it don't have the same effect.
I had to make it.
Mine give it that more pop, don't it?
Yeah. Yours that.
That's kind of boring, bend over in front of me. Like, what?
That's that real RNG. That real rhythm and gangster. That's that gangster side of Glow. Hey, to tell you the truth, that might be a good remix. You might have came up with something.
But can't you see where I came from? Like, when you hear it?
People that told me, when I say bend over, it say bend over and touch your knees. They thought it said bend over and touch me.
So,
Bend over while you're touching me.
That's what I
Yeah.
said. Yeah, that's what I was saying. But that first part, it ain't sound nothing like no in front of me. Now bend over and touch me. Hey, and do it while you're touching me.
That's some
I
people.
think mine sound better. You should think about that.
If it sounds better, it might feel better too. Cause that's some people that's their favorite position.
I'm gonna tell you what my favorite song is.
Right.
It ain't on YouTube. So I got to play it off of my thing here. That's why I'm trying to charge it up. It sounds like a little lullaby at first, and then it just come in like I really like it.
I gotta hear this one.
You gotta hear it.
I gotta hear this. Yeah, I gotta hear this one.
Hear it.
Yeah.
We go to the next one. Now, your first one was
You were supposed to get up and bend over.
Oh, now
in the show.
Oh, now listen. Okay, now this is now this one.
Yeah.
We was at 803.
Yeah.
We were in VIP.
Right.
You were perfect. Yeah, this song, he was perfect when you dropped it. Because we was up in VIP.
Oh, okay.
Oh my God, we was killing it. We was killing it up in there. I don't even know if you remember us. I don't even know if you remember us. Baby, we was up in that VIP. Hey, we was up in that VIP. Hey, money. I like cars. I like money, cars, clothes. Hey, cause we vibing. Hey. Cause we vibing, hey. Cause we vibing,
hey.
Hey.
Cause we vibing, hey. There's a little baby. My mama taught me, don't believe all the fake shit in these streets. Get a lot of money, I'ma feed my team, right? Man, I love this song, man. This is one of my favorite songs, though. Yeah, for real.
This is.
It's got that feeling to it.
Yeah, boy, we was in that 803.
Yeah.
We was in that VIP. You had dropped that song up there. Boy, we was up there getting it, boy. Hey.
We'll give fuck with
Hey, that was one of the best times I had, boy.
Cause we vibe, hey. That's why they need to bring back like them clubs like Kathleen. You know what I'm talking about? Where grown people can really have a good time, get down and dirty. Yeah.
Oh, and Facebook, I do got the rights to play this music. He's sitting here. This is his music. Do not ding me. This is his music. He's giving me the authority to play it.
They made me want to go back into promote so I can get me a grown folk spot.
Hey!
I need to open up a grown folk spot.
Yes, we ain't got nowhere to go.
Yeah, because they got all this stuff, what they call the YNs, man. The young people, they got all this stuff for the young people, man. We need to get this grown folk stuff back, man. Instead of concerts. Yeah, comedy. Maybe that new building they was talking about where they tore down the bar down the street.
No, don't even bring. Don't bring that up.
They said they finna make it a business district. They said they gonna make it a business district, right?
I like
they ain't gonna have no club or nothing like. Oh, okay. Cause I would have took that over.
Money, clothes, cause hey. So that's vibing. That's one of the newest ones.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite ones. Yeah.
Oh my God, we was balling on that. We was balling on that. Now this is was this first? What was first?
Yeah, this was the one.
Okay, this is the first song, right?
This is the one that took me off.
RNG. Yeah. And you put it on every song, right?
Yeah. When I made this song, I made that my tag for every song I dropped.
RNG stand for?
Instead of rhythm and blues, it's rhythm and gangster.
Rhythm and gangster?
Rhythm and gangster. Because, you know, Haines City, the guys I was hanging out, even though I'm a pharmacist, all my friends, they street dudes. You know, Crash, they got Sanchez when he was out, you know what I'm saying? Everybody who was around me, they were street dudes. Because I never was one that thought I was better than just because I got a degree. I never thought I was better than nobody. So they was like, man, you doing, they actually told me to do it. It was like, instead of saying R&B, you need to call yourself RNG. I was like, I like that. Because it gave me my own lane, you know.
Okay.
Nobody else can do it but me.
So what was the meaning behind this one?
The same thing going on with social media right now where people hating on each other. These girls got these guys arguing and they got these guys fussing with each other, and these guys need to understand a girl gonna choose who she want anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Why is you up here mad with the world or mad with your homeboy, y'all falling out about one girl? Y'all need to, whole business is falling apart because of one girl. You got allegedly, I'm gonna say allegedly, Dame Dash, and they talking about Aaliyah with R. Kelly and Jay-Z and all that kind of stuff, and now they don't even talk to each other.
Mm.
Listen, a girl already got in her mind, this is what I believe. A girl is one of the most confident creatures on the earth right now. So she already know what she wants. A man these days, he don't know what he wants. So a woman, she gonna choose who she wants anyway. So why is you upset because she might have laid it with you, and then she went and laid it with your homeboy, or she made it laid up with somebody else that's your enemy. Okay, you know how many women out here?
It's way too many.
It's way too many out here for you to be depressed, giving up, sad, or going to prison over. You got kids and you worry about all my stuff. It might be hood, but it have a little message to it. Right. So that's just like When the Smoke Clear, you know.
Oh, I gotta play that. That's my other one. That's
yeah, man. I want to do a video to that one too. When the Smoke Clear, man. Yeah.
So we did that. We did Bike Stroke. Let me play a little bit of Bike Stroke. Then I'm gonna go to my other two. But I got to play that one I love, the one I told you about. This Bike Stroke.
Yeah.
And I didn't know it was called Bike Stroke. I was thinking it. I always thought the name of this song was "I Wanna Fuck All Night Long." That's the name of the song. I thought that was the name of Bike Stroke. I'm like, what is that? Huh? I thought that was the name of the song. I would have never thought it was Bike Stroke.
And we say bike, B-I-K, because like people in Polk County don't say back.
Bike.
We say bike.
I'm gonna play a tad bit.
I'm trying to bring that real R&B back, man. That's what people tell me. That's actually why my brother told me to be a solo artist. He said my voice is different. Yeah. They gonna have babies off this song
why
too.
You ain't famous, man. This is so cool.
God work it out on His time. It's on His time, you know.
Hey.
I'm gonna say I'm hood famous.
Hood famous.
I'm hood famous. Yeah. I'm Florida famous, y'all.
Oh my God.
Yeah, a lot of babies been made off that song too.
Let me go find my
When I make music, I like to make music that girls and guys can relate to. You know, all that killing and I'm gonna shoot you because you stole from me, all that kind of stuff. I don't like doing none of that. I like to make music that's fun, you can drink to, and like I said, you can dance to too. I want to bring that bar, Maze, Kathleen, that old Elks. I like that kind of vibe because that's what I grew up on.
Gotcha.
So when I make music, that's the kind of feeling I want to have when I make it. You know, yeah,
gotcha.
Exactly, yeah.
Now these last two is the two that I'm bumping. I be bumping in my car.
Okay.
So you had just mentioned when the smoke clear.
Yeah. Shout out to Herb. Herb wrote this, boy. Yeah. That Haynes said when I said that too, man. Yes, sir.
Nobody know how I feel. Oh, to the same thing and taking all kinds of deals. Gotta leave you to do something just to see right away the deal. With the smoke, I'll be long gone. When I get there, I can go home. And when the smoke, I'll be long gone. When I get there, I can go home. I'll be gone for the time. Make sure she remembers everything to get her. As soon as I get it, I'll be gone for the time.
So my first album.
Yes. It is like brand new. Like to me, it's like man, I've been killing it. Yes.
So I looked up and said, ain't no food to eat. And she ran in the house for the mom and I couldn't go back to tears. Gotta leave to give me something she can see right now. When the smoke clears, I'll be long gone. When I get there, I can phone home. And when the smoke clears, I'll be long gone. When I get there, I can phone home. I'll be gone for the time. Make sure she remembers that I'll be there to get her. As soon as I get with you, I'll be gone for the time. Make sure she remembers that I'll be there to get her. Sorry I had to leave.
It's on Instagram. If you go to Instagram, you get the whole album on there. Hey.
All my nieces, all my nephews, the big one, Ashley, Cosby, Jasmine, Antonio, that's how we apply to all that. On time, Mary, Lisa, Mama, just go get them niggas.
Frank Clay cut it, don't you forget me, nigga. That's what Mama said. that's like my I think that's my favorite song.
This one?
I ever did, yeah. I think
I love it.
because it's got so much meaning to it, man.
I'll be gone for the winter. Make sure she remembers I'll get her. Sorry I had to leave.
I love this song, man.
So what's the meaning behind that
This
one?
song is about a real father, not no play father. This song is about a father who really loves his kids, and you doing everything. I'm talking about a black father who really loves his kids, and you really trying to do everything to take care of your kids, but everything in the world, what we call so-called haters or obstacles in your way, anything trying to stop you from taking care of your kids. And sometimes you might have to leave home to go get some money, and your kid or your daughter, whether it's your daughter or your son that you have a great relationship with, they don't want to see you leave, but sometimes you have to leave or do things to go. And some guys went to prison, and just because you went to prison don't mean you was a bad father. I know some guys who went to prison, they was actually great fathers. They were just doing the wrong thing to get the money to do it because they was trying to take care of their kids. And they might have had to go off and spend some time behind that cell, get out, come back. But the whole thing, it says, I'll be gone for the winter. make sure she remembers, as soon as I get this cheese, I'll be back, So the whole focus is you need money to survive, but sometimes you have to leave home to go get that money. And people are going to miss you, but it's for a good purpose.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
It's for a good purpose. Yeah.
All right. Now, I say the best for last. So don't, I'm a big ball greaser.
Okay.
I love ball greaser.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So this
great
song,
artist, man.
This song taps into ball.
Okay.
That's why I love it so much.
Okay.
It taps into ball. It sounds like a little lullaby coming over there. Baby, you come on in there, you be like, okay. I'm like, I'm feeling it.
This is the song you was telling me about. You was talking about.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
I
gotta hear
like,
this.
Oh no, you the head.
I gotta hear this. Yeah.
Here it comes.
Oh. Tom G on this song.
It sounds like a little lullaby. And then you're gonna come in and be like, hey, wait a minute now. Hold it. I say, hold it now. Hey, here you go.
The other dudes, they gotta use Viagra. I ain't gotta use Viagra. That's all I need. I just need me a drink and some, you know what I'm talking about? I don't need none of that extra stuff. No prescription. None of that. I'm ready to, hey, I'm ready.
Wait a minute.
Yes, sir. That motor gotta keep running.
Hey!
Shout out to Tom G too, man. He just jumped on this song. He heard the beat and heard my hook, and he's just like, man, I gotta do a verse to this song.
I said, hold it. Now what we doing here?
Gonna make a hey. My daddy used to watch them old tapes, porno tapes. He ain't gonna know. Round 4? I ain't say round 2 now.
Hey.
You got me wide open. Tom.
Hey, hold it now, hold it. Hey.
Fill out the chain.
So snappy,
I'm trying to. Shout out to Tom G, man.
Oh my God.
He rolled that. Now, Tom, you rolled that, boy. Y'all know Tom G, City Boy with it.
We don't know these people.
No, we don't.
We don't know.
Y'all know City Boy with it. Y'all ever heard that? Oh, yeah, that's him. Yeah, from Tampa.
Oh, okay.
Guys, I know we went.
Right outside one time so we could see.
Yeah, we need to see some of these people. We need to see what's going on.
Yeah, he did a great job on that song, man.
But we definitely got to do a part 2, Slow. We got to do a part 2. Because I ain't even none of the stuff that I want to talk about. We did. It was a great interview. I had a great time.
Yes.
It's
man.
been fun.
Bring me bike. Not bag. Bring me bike.
Bike. B-I-K-E. B-I-K-E.
Yeah, and Clear Cut got your bike.
Oh my gosh. But we
Yeah.
gotta. Whether you want to leave with anybody before we close out tonight, I know. Thank you guys that's been hanging in here with us. You know, I done went way over my normal time, but it was for a good cause. We've been riding out tonight.
We had some fun.
We had some fun. We
Yeah, we had some fun. Yeah. Now she gonna have me playing Bend Over, going home singing her version of the song tonight.
Oh, look out why.
When I get home, I'm gonna tell my wife, hey, let me show you this song I heard tonight, okay?
Like, what's next for us? I know you. I really kind of know you're working on the
Southern Soul.
You already got like 5-6 songs already lined up with it.
I'm gonna release more Southern Soul music, some more songs coming out. I'm doing an official video to Show Me coming up soon, and I'm doing an official video to When the Smoke Clear
Yeah,
too.
when you do that video.
Yeah, man. I want
that video. I'm gonna put my own stuff in there. I'm gonna put my own stuff in.
I'm thinking about doing a block party for it, like a trail ride block party for it.
Oh, okay.
And we're gonna have a DJ out there, like maybe Secret, and somebody, and we're gonna invite some people from everywhere. Yeah, we can get in rent. We can do our own trail ride. See how God put it together. We can do our own trail ride and everything. I know other people. I'm real good friends with. I don't know if y'all heard of Fat Daddy. He's a Southern Soul artist.
He was in Lake.
Yeah. Ever since I performed and he liked my song, me and him been like real cool. Yeah, he been in the circuit and he been showing me a lot of stuff, introducing me to a lot of people. And right now, what I'm doing is I'm going to Tallahassee. Shout out to her name is Nicole Everett. She hit me up this morning. She has a line dance class. I also want to give a shout out to Gwendolyn Cooper. She does line dancing too. I filmed her. Y'all might have seen the line dance I did for Gwendolyn with her. She has a line dance class, and I filmed it. But this young lady's name is Nicole Everett, and she has a line dance class connected to FAMU. And she called me up this morning and said, I love your song, Show Me. And she heard that I was going around filming people who has a line dance class. So I'm going to film her line dance class. So if y'all know anybody who loves doing line dancing, make a video of it, send it to me, or we can come to your spot with the professional video equipment and we can film your line dance and we can share it on social media and every platform. So look out for that. So a lot of Southern Soul coming. We're finna take over and be a part of this movement for real. Southern Soul coming up. Yeah. You got a step class?
I go to a class.
Oh, we finna hook that up. Y'all finna learn this line then, and we finna bring that video come out. So I need you to be stepping now. I know you.
On the step like the
exercise. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, we're gonna have the class do the real step, the real line dance. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So a lot of stuff coming up, man. And I got the RNG album. Like I said, I already had that almost finished. Mm-hmm. So I got 2 albums I'm actually trying to release. You know how R. Kelly did a double album? Mm-hmm. I'm trying to release the Southern Soul album and the RNG album so people can see 2 different spectrums from slow RNG. Okay. 2 different spectrums of music. And I think that'll be interesting for underground artists to do 2 different things and produce it, write it, and perform it. Because it's never been done before. Yeah. Yeah, it's never been done before. And all funded by Clay Cut Records, everything. Yeah, everything funded by me. And like I said, I want to get back on education. I want to end on that too. Mm-hmm. If you're a kid out there listening, or if you're a mom, father, and don't lay off education. Make your kid get good grades. Because with this administration right now and how things are going, let me give you an example. When I was in school, we was a predominantly black university in the College of Pharmacy. We only had maybe 1 or 2 white people in the College of Pharmacy. Now, in the College of Pharmacy, it's 30% white in a black university. Wow. Because there's less black people going to college because what we talked about, they feel like they can get rich with social media. You can do social media, but keep your eye on the prize. And it's no age. When I was in pharmacy school, one of the ladies, she was a good friend of mine. I was 20 some years old. I think I was 22 years old. but she was in my pharmacy class, and she was 45 years old.
Mm.
And when I saw her at 45 in pharmacy, and she graduated close to 50, that's when I knew you can do whatever you want at whatever age you at. If you decide I want to run for president of the United States and I'm 50 years old, you can do it. There's no limitations on what you can do. Don't let nobody tell you or put in your head that you're too old or too young to do something. You can do whatever God put in your head to do, because God gonna put a plan together for you. All you have to do is take the initiative and say, what? A mustard seed of what? Faith.
Mm-hmm.
Once you have that mustard seed of faith, and put forth that effort, watch how stuff just start to unravel. I might not have made it to where I want to be yet, but I'm a long way from where I came from.
Gotcha.
So just remember that, just keep going. Don't give up. And if anybody around you talking negative, leave that person alone. It's only two things in life. There's a negative and there's a positive.
Mm-hmm.
And you got to decide what side you're going to be on. That's all I got to say.
All right.
Yeah, that's all I got to say.
We're gonna leave it at that.
Yeah.
And I want to thank you so much.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed this. I had a great time tonight. Felt like I went out into the
I know, right?
a little bit.
I had a good time tonight too. I gotta serve prescriptions, but I'm gonna be having a good time thinking about this tomorrow.
I'm gonna go ahead and close. All right, guys. Wow, what an amazing conversation tonight. This is exactly why I love doing the Glow Factor. Bringing people on who are not afraid to walk in their purpose and show that you can live in more than one lane. Slow RNG is the perfect example that you don't have to choose between career and passion. You can actually build both. Make sure you guys continue to support him. Check out his music, follow his journey. And as always, thank you for tuning in to the Glow Factor, where the conversations are always real, raw, and unfiltered. I'm your host, Glow, and we will see you next Wednesday at 8:15 p.m. You guys have a great night. And Clay Cut got your bite. Good night, guys.